Ever pondered the audacity of humanity's first moon landing, or the enigma that surrounds Apollo 2? The journey to these monumental feats is as riveting as the events themselves. So, buckle up for a trip down memory lane to a time when the space race was in full swing and mankind was on the brink of making history. In the early days of space exploration, the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a battle of technological prowess, each striving to prove their supremacy. This was the era of the Cold War, and the space race was its most public and dramatic theater. The first significant milestone in this race was the launch of Sputnik 1 by the Soviet Union on October 4, 1957. This was the world's first artificial satellite, and it sent shockwaves around the globe, catalyzing the United States into action. In response to Sputnik, the United States launched Explorer 1 on January 31, 1958. This was America's first satellite, and it paved the way for the establishment of NASA in July of that same year. NASA's Project Mercury was the United States' first man-in-space program. Alan Shepard became the first American to travel to space on May 5, 1961, aboard Freedom 7. Then, in a bold move, President John F. Kennedy announced on May 25, 1961, that the United States would land a man on the moon before the end of the decade. This audacious goal set the stage for NASA's Apollo program. Apollo 1, tragically, ended in disaster during a pre-launch test, killing all 3 astronauts on board. This tragedy led to a redesign of the Apollo spacecraft, but did not deter NASA's resolve to reach the moon. Which brings us to the enigma of Apollo 2. Officially, NASA never launched an Apollo 2 mission. The next manned mission after the Apollo 1 tragedy was Apollo 7. This has led to many speculations and conspiracy theories about what happened to Apollo 2. The reality, however, is much less mysterious. After the Apollo 1 disaster, NASA decided to renumber its missions. The next 2 unmanned missions were retrospectively named Apollo 2 and Apollo 3. Apollo 2, an unmanned mission, launched on November 29, 1967, tested the Saturn V launch vehicle. This was crucial in paving the way for the success of Apollo 11, the mission that would eventually fulfill President Kennedy's goal. On July 20, 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, aboard Apollo 11, made the historic first manned landing on the moon, a moment that forever etched their names in the annals of history. In retrospect, the journey to the moon was a series of trials, errors, tragedies, and triumphs. It was a testament to human ingenuity, resilience, and the audacious belief that we could reach beyond our own planet. While Apollo 2 of May not have been the mission that took us to the moon, it played a crucial role in the journey. It's a reminder that in the pursuit of great achievements, every step, every test, every failure, and every success matters. So, as we look back on the journey to the moon, remember, it was not just a single giant leap, but a series of small steps, each as vital as the last. And each step, no matter how small, brought us closer to the moon and expanded our understanding of the universe around us.